When people hear the name Tom Cruise, they immediately think of fame, success, action films, and global recognition. But behind the public image, there is a deeper story that is not always talked about, a life full of struggle, transformation, and relationships that shaped him in ways the world may never fully understand. At 62 years old, he once made a statement that surprised many people. He hinted that the greatest love of his life may not have been the women the public always connected him with, not Nicole Kidman, not Katie Holmes, and not even Penelope Cruz. According to his own words and interpretations, there was someone he never fully brought into the spotlight. For years, fans speculated about his personal life. While the world watched his relationships rise and fall, there was always a question in the background. Was there someone who stayed outside the cameras, someone who meant more than what was publicly known? When asked why he never spoke about it earlier, his response was simple but powerful. I wasn't ready for the world to know. To understand this mystery, we need to go back to where everything started. Tom Cruise did not grow up in a stable or comfortable environment. His childhood was filled with constant change, uncertainty, and struggle. His father was strict, and his family often faced financial pressure. Because of this, his life was always moving from one place to another. By the time he reached 18, he had already attended around 15 different schools. That kind of life creates instability. It becomes difficult to build long friendships or feel like you truly belong anywhere. But instead of breaking him, this experience shaped him. It made him adaptable, observant, and mentally strong. He learned how to adjust quickly to new environments and how to survive in situations where nothing felt permanent. At around 10 years old, he first experienced acting in a small school play. It was not a professional moment, but it left a strong impact on him. For the first time, he felt something different: confidence, focus, and purpose. That feeling did not disappear. It stayed with him. For a short period, he even considered becoming a priest and joined a seminary. However, that path did not last long. Life was pulling him in a different direction, even if he did not fully understand it yet. During his teenage years, another school performance changed his mindset completely. Acting stopped feeling like a hobby and started feeling like a real direction in life. After finishing school, in 1980, he made a life-changing decision. With only $500 in his pocket, he moved to New York City to pursue acting. There was no guarantee of success, no support system, and no certainty about the future. He worked small jobs just to survive, while constantly attending auditions. Rejection became normal, but he never stopped trying. Slowly, small opportunities started coming his way, and people began noticing his presence and intensity on screen. His early roles were small, but they opened doors. Then came Risky Business, the film that completely changed his life. One iconic scene turned him into a household name almost overnight. From that moment, everything accelerated. In 1986, Top Gun made him a global superstar. The film was not just successful, it turned him into a cultural symbol of confidence, ambition, and energy. He was no longer just an actor, he became an icon. But fame did not slow him down. Instead, he pushed further. He chose challenging roles that tested his acting ability, such as Rain Man and Born on the 4th of July. These films proved that he was not just a commercial star, but also a serious actor capable of emotional depth. As his career rose, his personal life became equally public. His marriage with Nicole Kidman was one of the most talked about relationships in Hollywood. From the outside, it looked perfect. But over time, things changed, and the marriage ended in divorce. The separation surprised many fans because they had seen them as one of Hollywood's strongest couples. After that, he was linked to other high-profile relationships, including Penelope Cruz and later Katie Holmes. Each relationship received massive media attention, and each one added more speculation about his private life. Alongside his career and relationships, his connection to Scientology became a major part of his identity. It influenced his decisions, his lifestyle, and even how the public viewed him. Some people saw it as a source of strength, while others saw it as controversy. In 2005, his appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show became one of the most talked about moments of his career. His emotional excitement during the interview surprised many viewers. The moment spread widely and changed public perception of him. After that, his image in Hollywood faced criticism. Many people questioned his behavior, his beliefs, and his, personal choices. For a time, it felt like his public image was unstable, but instead of disappearing, he rebuilt himself step by step. He returned to cinema with a stronger focus on action films and realism. He became known for doing his own stunts, often performing dangerous sequences without body doubles. This commitment changed how audiences saw him again. Over the years, especially in the Mission Impossible series, he performed some of the most dangerous stunts ever done by an actor, from climbing skyscrapers to hanging from airplanes during flight. His dedication became his trademark. This level of commitment helped him regain global respect. Even critics who once doubted him began acknowledging his discipline and work ethic. Later, with Top Gun Maverick, he reached a new peak in his career. The film became a massive global success and proved that his star power had not faded even after decades in the industry. Yet despite all this success, fame, and recognition, one question continues to follow him: the mystery of the person he never publicly revealed, someone who may have been important in his life but was never brought into the spotlight. Someone who stayed outside interviews, cameras, and headlines. Whether this is truth, speculation, or interpretation, it continues to attract curiosity because in a life that has been documented so openly, the parts that remain silent often feel the most powerful. And maybe that is the real story. Not just about fame or relationships, but about the parts of life that some people choose to protect, no matter how famous they become.